Hello and welcome to Blytheway Business News. Today I'm joined by Bob Smeeton and Tim Livesey from Oriole Resources. Oriole is operating in West Africa, in Cameroon and Senegal, principally on looking at gold exploration, market capitalization, around 17 million. Guys, great to have you back on at the start of 2021. Now, it's been a very positive start for Oriole. The share price has rocketed up, let's say. It's more or less doubled just through January. You've put a couple of announcements out about the share price movement, but in your own view, I mean, Bob, can I come to you? You're the finance director. What do you think's driven the increase in the share price?
Yes, thanks, Tim. I mean, a couple of things. Really, I mean, first of all, I'd say, we're kind of pleased but not surprised by the share price rise. Tim and I have been telling everyone for the last year how undervalued we felt the shares were. And if you remember, this time last year, the entire board put 4 months worth of salary into a share option package rather than taking cash out of the company. So we've been long-term believers in the value of the company. So it's nice to see the market finally reflect that to an extent. I think the specific reasons why it's driven and it's had this strong run throughout January is we got the message across. We did a number of seminars. We did a very specific focused one on the value we see in our Senegalese assets. And then we did a seminar about the great opportunity we have in Cameroon. And I think that's all helped to get the message across to new investors, particularly. And the other main reason, really, which is a factor in junior companies, is we've got cash. And if we've got cash, we can go and do exploration. And if we do exploration, we can create shareholder value. We can get some results and we can drive the share price. So those two factors, I think, enable the share price to grow. People can see the benefit, the future for us.
And you're also, I mean, you're exploring for gold. And let's be honest, the gold price 2020, that rise in the gold price must have really helped Oriole.
That has helped. Yeah, that, undoubtedly we're in a gold bull market at the moment, and we explore for gold. So that gives a natural upward trajectory to it. But it's the recognition of the value we've got in the company, I think, has been the key driver. And of course, we did a couple of announcements at the start of last week. One was really just to reiterate, after a very strong run the week before, to reiterate the timelines on project news. We felt that was important for our new shareholder base to understand what was coming, which then triggered a very big rise that Monday last week, which unfortunately made a request that we put a kind of holding statement out just to try and calm the market a little bit, which we were reluctant to do, but we have to follow the rules, unfortunately. But having said that, the share price is held up well above a penny at the moment, and that itself gives us opportunities. I mean, we've had a huge turnover in the shareholder base over the last 2 weeks, and this is good from our point of view because we've got shareholders now who are just looking at the future of the company, the opportunity in the company, rather than before that, we had people who, from the legacy days, who were looking at the legacy of the company way before Tim and I got involved. So that shareholder change, I think, is a very positive thing. And the other really good sign about that is we've had a steady stream of warrant exercise. So we've had, to date, £250,000 of cash come in, which for a junior company, as I said earlier, cash means more exploration, which means more results, which means we can drive shareholder value. So, all in all, the share price rise, we're pleased but not surprised, but also excited by the opportunity that it gives us. It's a pretty different world to when we came back on 1st of January. Really.
So let me just try and recap that, make sure I've got that, Bob. So we're saying you spent a good year last year marketing the company, getting the story out there. The gold price undoubtedly helped. The warrants have helped. I think also, as you were saying, I remember there were legacy issues around Oriole, but what's that saying? The past is a foreign country. They do things differently there. And so we're looking at the future now. We're looking at the potential. and I want to come to Tim to talk about some of that. I think, as you said, Bob, you've been through such a period of change the last few weeks. The shareholder register has probably changed enormously. So, for the benefit, Tim Livesey, of the new shareholders, a very quick overview of the strategy, the portfolio, and what this year's work program might look like.
I'll try and do it quickly, Tim. It's going to be a squeeze. So we're basically focused in 2 countries in West Africa. We have a large asset, a large license in Senegal, which is currently joint ventured out to IAMGOLD of Canada. They're a good size mining company with a lot of operations in West Africa. And they're in year 3 of an earning on that, of initial 4-year earning. Just coming to the end of year 3, and they've been targeting initially in the south, close to the Boto mine development project. They targeted a couple of targets, Medina Bafe and Sarudia, in the first 2 years of the earning, and now the last year has been focused up at Fare in the north. Fare is potentially a standalone project, and some spectacular grades have come out of there in the past under some of our drilling. 20 meters at 31 grams, 59 meters at 2.2. Several long intersections quite close to surface. So we know that is a highly prospective area, and IAMGOLD have got the opportunity now to test the northern target standalone, and also those southern targets, which could potentially be satellites to the Boto mine development. So that Senegal we're free carried in Senegal, so it underpins a lot of value in the company. The maximum position that IAMGOLD can reach is 70%. Should they spend they've got another 5 million to spend to get to that point. So we've got a long tenure on that license. We renewed it. We've got 10 years tenure on it. So that's kind of a good foundation. They're a great partner. They're spending money. They're doing good exploration, progressing good targets. So that all sort of sits quite nicely. But Cameroon's really been our main focus. In Cameroon, we started there back in 2018 when Bob and I came into the company. We brought Cameroon on board. We've got 2 targets, 2 licenses in the north, Bibemi and Wupuzi, and these are the ones we've been working up over the last couple of years. We've done some extensive surface early stage work, mapping, soil sampling, rock chip sampling. We had some initial early bonanza grade rock chip samples, multiple ounces, sort of 134 grams a ton, I think was our highest. But we then did some trenching, and we've been developing those extensive surface anomalies to identify some drill targets. And 2021 is the year of the maiden drill program at Bibemi, and hopefully Wupuzi as well. We're hoping to put a couple of holes in there too. So the drill program should be giving us results coming back in during Q1 and Q2. We've got about 3,000 meters in this initial program planned, and that'll give us around about 30 drill holes, shallow holes, 100 meter, 150 meter max. And we're looking to really target the sweet spots along what is very extensive, multiple kilometers of surface anomalism and evidence of vein gold, orogenic gold in both licenses. So obviously we're very excited about our maiden drill program, and we're excited to be able to hopefully get the opportunity to get some verticality to that surface anomalism, and also some width. We've most recently, late last year, we've identified some potential for stacking of the veins that we've seen, and sort of duplication of the systems. And these systems, these orogenic systems, are all about structure. It's all about finding a structural reason why there's a volumetric growth, mineralization going off into the sidewall, and giving you the opportunity to get your tonnages up to create a mineable target. And we've started to see that from surface work. So the drill programs are going to be really exciting. So that's kind of the first half of this year.
Sorry, basically you and your shareholders can sit there and I Am Gold in Senegal will do their thing. We'll get news flow out of that, but it's not really taking too much management time. So the
Exactly.
focus of management is going to be Cameroon. First half, a really good drill program. Then you'll be getting some assay results, I guess.
Yeah.
So overview of 2021, Tim. First half drill results, then what do we
First
look?
half drill results. Second half, hopefully some news on our Central Cameroon package, which is a really large 3,500 square K application, which is we're just waiting for the final arrêtés to be signed by the ministry. So we'd like to take the results from the first half of the year. Obviously in Senegal, it's just continuing, as you say, we're not contributing, there's no money going out from us in that. In Cameroon, Bibemi and Wapuzi, if we do manage to identify some great results in that first targeted drill program, then planning to expand that program at Bibemi, develop it up into Wapuzi, and start to look towards putting some resource numbers out as we get progress on those targets. And then Central Cameroon, early stage work, stream sediment sampling, as soon as we're allowed access onto the ground, to really identify some key targets for sort of structural interpretation, remote sensing work, that sort of thing. So it's a year of two halves for Cameroon. Senegal will be much the same throughout, we expect, just continuing results coming in. And then obviously throughout the year, we've got other bits in the portfolio of assets which we sort of inherited from Stratex. We still have royalty packages in Egypt. We still have investments in royalty packages in Turkey, and we have investments in Egypt and Djibouti, and they're all being progressed. So there's the opportunity for value to come out of those as well. But yeah, the real crux of our focus is Cameroon, and everything else around it, just giving support to that sort of base pricing and that base value in the company, which we believe we're now starting to see recognized in the market cap and the share price.
Okay, so I think you said, Tim, drilling in first quarter and the second quarter in Cameroon.
Yes.
Here it's almost the end of January, believe it or not. So first quarter, are we expecting some coming out of drilling in February or March? Any guidance you can give us on that?
Our initial plan was to get results out during the first quarter, and we still hope to be on track for that. And then a steady flow through the second quarter. We've got 29 holes planned at this stage, as I mentioned, and we should be seeing a turnaround on those holes pretty quickly. It's a single drill rig. Each hole should be done within about a week of starting, and we'll be submitting the results through the drillings on a section by section basis. So we'll probably be packaging them up into results by section and putting them out to the market as that comes through. So yeah, hopefully during March, we should be starting to see results come in from that program.
Well, you must come back and update us when you know.
We will.
Thanks for joining us today. That was Tim Livesey and Bob Smeeton of Oriole Resources. Oriole is on the AIM market in London. The ticker is ORR. Market capitalization at the moment around £17 million sterling and a share price of round about a penny. That's it from Blytheway Business News for today. Thanks for watching.